F and B move. Now we have line edge and line edge. Complete the line. Now I see these and this. These two. This one. And these two. Headlights. And F prime.
See the edge pieces here, 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 and here. So we know that blue is opposite of green, so I can insert this right away. And the next will be the next pairs will be this one and this one, because I know I can align everything up very good. So first pair, I see these two, and insert them. Next pair I see is these two, inserted, and next pair is these two, and the last pair is these. Now we got OLL and this soon, and we got an end perm.
Alright guys, Cubeologist here, and today I'm doing the scramble for the Cubers subreddit. And looking at this, I only do white and yellow cross, so I'd probably do white since this is a one move insert, and so is that. Looking at it, I would probably do something like R prime, D, R, L prime, and then fix my cross with a D2. So I see that this red and white, or red and blue pair is ready to be made, like that, and then do a rotationless insert like that. This blue and orange pair, break it up and put it in the back like that. Then I've got red and green right here, and I'll do the same with that, the rotationless insert. Then I've got orange and green, and then I get a fung case that I know and a PLL skip. So I got a little bit lucky on that. There we go.
Cross pieces are here, 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 and here. There's also a pair right here. So, install this like this, and preserve this, which I can insert like this, while tracking this corner. Since this edge is right here, and this slot is back here, I can actually do this, so that it's rotationless, while watching this. My last pair is here, and no edges are oriented, so I can sledgehammer this. This OLL is anti-soon and huuuugggggeeee, and then this is an icon.
So for this scramble, I see I'm probably going to solve the cross from this angle, and actually the cross is going to end up on top, and then I'm going to rotate. That's something weird I do. I actually do cross on top a lot of the times, even though I'm fairly fast. So, looking at this, the cross is actually going to end up in front, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, holding it like this with the orange front white top, it's R prime, U, R, R prime. Then I'm going to do an X prime, I believe, or X, and then a D2. So now the first pair I see is this white, orange, green pair. I'm going to solve it like that, and then I immediately see this pair right here, this white, red, blue. So I'm going to rotate, U prime, and then to solve the pair it's R prime, U2, R2, U, R prime. Now I see this pair here, the white, blue, orange, U prime, and then it's a pretty simple insertion like that. And then I see that this pair is already made. So I rotate, and then I can actually force edge orientation if I insert it like this. And then you can see I haven't solved the edge orientation. Next is the OLL, and I can actually do OLLCP here. It's going to be R prime, or R, U prime, R prime, U2, L, R, U prime, R prime, U, L prime. And now I have a U perm. I'm going to rotate it like this. And then I do the MU gen U perm. It looks like that.
For those of you who don't know, I am a color neutral solver. When I was looking at the cube, I also saw a decent white, but it didn't seem good enough to warrant me solving it. So what I'm going to be doing first is doing an R prime, which will bring the orange-green edge down in the same line as the green, the other green cross pieces, the green yellow and the green red that are in. The last one is here. This pair will stay preserved in my solve, and I'm going to be inserting it first. For reference, I use CFOP, also known as the Friedrich method, and I'm currently using an Alpha 5. This isn't my main cube, it's just one of my favorite cubes. I love the crunchy feeling, and so I thought I'd do this for the solve. So what I'm going to be doing an R prime, D prime, U prime, R2, and that's my cross. And the first pair is going to be here. Things I noticed during the solve, or during the cross, are that these two pieces are here. And I'm going to do, I know this edge will stay in place when I insert the first pair, so I'll just be tracking this corner. And so I'm going to do U2 and L prime UL to insert this. I know this corner is here, and I know green is facing in the back because red and white are the colors that I can see. And so I'm going to be doing a U, R prime U, R, U2, R prime, U prime, R. Next pair is here. Pretty simple. U, and then I'll get them lined up and put them in the back. Last pair is in the back here. And this is where I'm going to do a rotation. And then this is one of the easiest pairs. And this is OLL. And for PLL, this is for you, Coder 13. I'm going to make sure that you watch this.
Hello. I average about 15 to 16 seconds, and the cube is a Moyu along V2. White cross looks pretty good here. Yeah, I'd probably go white cross, set these up, the orange and red opposite, put those in, and then the green and blue already opposite. So you put them in with an M, do that. And then here, these two are set up pretty easy for inserting here, like this. Then while I was solving those, I saw these two, break them up, rotate, insert, and then see this pair here, you can set up like that, back here, and then do this, which would put that pair in, and also looks like it set up these two nicely. OLL, PLL. Thanks.
I'm Sansuriel. I'm a 29-second average, and I'm going to be solving on a Moyu Weilong. So I start my solves with red, white, or orange, white, and I see I have a red, white edge center there, and a green, red pair there. So I'll make the green, red pair first, and pair up with its edge. I see this has made now two pairs for me, so I'm going to try to maintain that one while solving that one. Just like that, finishing up the first block. So the second one, I need to flip this edge around and pair them up. My last pair is here, which is easy to just finish and insert. So now I have a CMLL case. I don't like this one. All right, edge orientation, bad edge there and on the bottom back, so finish that. Finish my sides, put them in place, and that's wrong, so just line them up and finish the solve. There you go.
Cube I'm using is a 55mm Diane Zanchi, and I averaged 21 seconds. So we're going to go ahead and solve our cross now. I'm going to move this green for the red, do a D, and then put my red and orange in to solve my cross. First pair I'm going to do is the blue and orange. So now I can insert that pair. Next pair I think I'm going to do is the green and red pair. And after that, we'll actually get 2 pairs off of this. So I went and go ahead solved my blue and red pair, and it also solved my green and orange pair. So I'm going to insert the blue and red, and I'm going to insert the orange and green. So now we just have an OLL case. And then our PLL. That keeps solved.
Hey guys, this is Rainpaw4 or yuxuibbs on most of the forums. The cube I'm using today is the Weilong version 2, and I average around 13 seconds for a two-handed 3x3. So for this scramble, I basically see that this is opposite, the blue and the green are opposite. This blue-green is opposite, the red is here, and this orange is here. And I'm doing white cross. So since there's so many things that are opposite each other, I'm going to basically set it up so that everything is opposite and then do a D2 at the end. So since this red is here, orange is across from red, so I move this orange down. And then I move this orange, these two pieces over here, so these two are opposite and these two are opposite. And then I insert the blue and the green into the bottom layer, and then I do a D2 to do the cross. And then the first thing I see is the orange-blue F2L pair, so I split them apart and I insert it in the back. And then I see this red-blue pair, so I split it apart and I insert it. And then I see this red-green, so I do a U2, and then I do this to solve it. And then I see this orange-green, so I do this, so it sets up to the double sexy in the back. And then OLL, wide anti-zoom, and G-perm, this G-perm.
Alright, so here's a walkthrough solve using the ZZ method. So we should see 8 bad edges, these 3 in the back, this one right here, 3 up front, and this one in the D layer. So what we'll do first, we'll move this one into the back and orient those 4 edges with a B prime. Move this bad edge down here, which knocked this one out, so we'll move that here. We'll do, now we do F prime, and here are 2 line edges, so we'll put them in like that. I see this pair right here, this pair, which set this one up nicely, and the last 2 right here. Now we have COLL and an H-perm.
So I see my cross pieces here, 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 and here. So what I would do for this scramble is, I noticed that blue is opposite of green, so I would move green down, do a D, R, to put red into its spot, and then an R to put orange into its spot, and then I would do a D just to realign the cross. So my first pair is this edge in the back and this corner. So now that it's matched up, I insert, and then my next pair is the green and red pair, and I insert in the back. Then I see that I have this corner and this edge, and that's my next pair. So I insert in the back, and then my final pair is here and here, and then insert in the back. So there's an OLL case that I don't know, so I 2-look it, and then soon, and we have a J-perm as PLL. So that's it.
So on this scramble, I see that I can make an X cross using this block and this edge. So I'd start with UL D prime, UR prime. That builds this 2x2x1. So then F2B finishes my X cross. Then I would probably go for this pair first, and then this pair in this way to orient my edges, and then I'd solve this last one this way, and then this is going to be U2 into a J-plane.